And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to more I Wanna Be the Permanence. And I really hope you're excited for Needle, because I definitely am not. But yeah, it is the way it is. I guess we will need to deal with Needle, no matter what. How is it going, Blue? So, I've been thinking about this screen, and I feel like the best thing I can do is try going on the lower intended path first, and if I keep struggling, I guess I will just take the skip. Because maybe I'm overthinking this jump, or I guess underthinking. I'm not sure what terminology I should use, but there's something about this jump that I'm definitely overcomplicating, even though it's not supposed to be that hard. But yeah, Needle. I'm not very good at Needle, as you can probably already tell. So yeah, it happens. But yeah, the alternative is going to the top path, which honestly doesn't seem like a bad idea, but I don't know which one is worse, though. At the same time, looking at what's below, I really feel like I'd rather take a chance at what's up here. Just in case I'm pretty sure that the right align is on the left side of this wall that I'm bonking. Like, I think that's the right align, because as it was mentioned yesterday, the same wall align doesn't work. Will be the idea, because this wall here that I'm shooting is the same wall as the one that has the spike, which will make it an align that doesn't help. So it's the left side of this wall, the one that helps. I'm not sure what align the left side of this wall is, but maybe it also works. I guess I could try. If I die, it's gonna be... Well, I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. But yeah. And again, I'm not an expert with aligns either, but there is only 3 possible aligns. Basically trial and error. Yeah, I'm not an align theorist. Would be cool. And to think that there are Needle games where you need to know the aligns. Like, they are align dependent jumps that if you don't have the right align, you won't do them. You simply will not do them. It's pretty crazy, but it is the case. There are Needle games like that. Can you believe it? Yeah, it is true. So, at the same time, those jumps are not justified. What you mean they are not justified? Oh, yeah, I get it. Justified being the enriched text align, when you put all the letters at the same... Like, you stretch out the space between letters so the line takes the whole length of the row. Yeah, I get it. Okay. So Blue, since you don't know about I Wanna Be the Guy too much, let me explain to you what aligns are. So basically, every time you move with your character in I Wanna Be the Guy games, at least the ones that use standard physics, you move 3 pixels, right? You move 3 pixels, which means that if you want to stand in a specific pixel, the only way you will be able to do that is by changing your align. if that pixel is not something that already is in the interval of 3 pixels you already have. But if it's not, you need to change your align so you can actually line up with that pixel you're looking for. To change the align, you need to hit a wall. So if you hit a wall, since the wall is obviously not gonna move from there, it doesn't matter what interval you have, because when you hit the wall, you're gonna stop at the pixel that is closest to the wall, which means that now you're gonna get the align of that wall. And because of that, you will get access to a different interval of pixels with that align. Unless you hit a wall that has your same align, in which case nothing would happen. But yeah, essentially that's the case. That's what aligns are and the way they work. You move an odd number and not an even number. I don't know if that matters too much. Oh well, yeah, it will matter. Because if you move with an even number, it will be impossible, I guess. But I wouldn't say that, no, it wouldn't really be impossible, because I mean, if you have a wall in a specific pixel, you still will change your align regardless. The most important thing about aligns are walls. Walls are the tool that you use in order to put whatever align you want. And that will be regardless of how many pixels you move. Well, obviously, if you move 1 pixel every time you move, then walls are not necessary, because you will constantly be able to reach every pixel. Well, aligns wouldn't exist either. But yeah, that's not the case. It's an interesting thing, and it's something that obviously I didn't know when I started playing fun games. I only knew because of the legendary game Not Another Needle game that actually explicitly explains you aligns, and even has a key that you touch and it shows you the aligns in the screen. Like every cell of the screen, it tells you which align it is. Pretty much. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, it is. I found it to be pretty interesting. Yeah, that's what I mean when I ask what align should I have here. Because for champs like this that are so tight, it's pretty clear that there are some aligns that are better than others. Since, we are talking about pixel precision champs. Like, landing here requires you to be like a couple, if not 1 pixel away from the spike. If you are more than that, you're not gonna be in this platform. If you're more closer to the spike, you're dead. So here you need a specific align in order to make it easier. I still don't think that's pixel perfect. As Yami said yesterday, I think that's actually 2 pixels wide. So you have margin, but you have margin only depending on the align. If you get the wrong align, you won't have the right margin. But I'm not exactly sure about that. If you move 1 pixel, you will have to tap so quickly to only move 1 pixel and not overshoot, yeah. Yeah, but obviously at that point the physics will work in a completely different way. You will have to think how the speed of the kid will be, for example. Things like that, right? Yeah. This is a pretty hard screen, honestly. I'm surprised. Because it's hard regardless of where you go, really. But yeah. Needle is, as I keep saying, not my forte. It's quite far from it. I wish the champ below was a lot easier, but it really isn't. That's the problem. I really feel like at the end of the day I will make it faster going up. I might feel that I'm underestimating the gate into diagonal. That champ is very hard to do, well, to the point where I didn't get it a single time yet. Yeah, that champ is very hard. After that though, the only thing you need to do is fall down there where the portal is and then do that last diagonal right, which is hard because the choke potential is very high. The right side, it seems that at least I'm getting more consistent at the first landing, right next to the spike. The problem is that the gate into diagonal is not really being any better. Like that one, I am not sure. I was very close to getting it once, that I basically died to the top spike of the diagonal champ, which I died because I went more to the left than I should. But yeah, I'm not really sure what the strategy of the gate champ is, because most of the times I undershoot it. I'm too low to even reach the diagonal. I'm not sure exactly when you're supposed to do that double jump. Because if you take too long, it's obviously not gonna be enough. But yeah, it's the way it is. Nice, okay. Keep it cool. So basically here, as I said, the hard part is doing that diagonal that comes here properly. So falling is not that easy either. Like, this is nice. Oh, get fucked. Oh, get fucking fucked. Damn. I can't believe that I'm using speedrunning strats and they are working. Yeah, speedrunning dying 1,000 times, but you know. You get the point. Regardless, that was definitely a victory, but this is gonna be a full needle section, and it seems that it's the sort of needle that it's just very hard for me. So it's still gonna take a while. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if this stage took me the rest of the stream. Because again, this is the sort of thing that is just hard to me. On the bright side, at least, you can probably say that quality-wise, this is not a bad stage. It's just hard if you're not used to needle, but it doesn't seem badly done. I mean, feels that, you know, the visual design is cool, the song choice is nice, and I mean, the needle itself is basically needle. You know, like no bullshit associated, really, just needle. So, funnily enough, the stage that is probably gonna be the hardest for me might be the best one so far. And it's a shame that I cannot enjoy it just because I suck at needle. It's like imagining someone that was very bad at dodging and they got like a super high production value avoidance with a lot of animations and a shit ton of effort put into it, and they cannot enjoy it because they suck at dodging. Well, that's pretty much what's happening to me right now. Wish I could enjoy this part, but I cannot. It's alright. Things like this also just remind me of that game that I played, Iguana Academia, that was rated so high in difficulty in Delicious Fruit, and I beat it in 2 hours. Then you have something like this that is rated almost the same. This is the third stream. Don't think you need to do the ledge grab? You think so? Wait, you say that I can fully do this jump and then double jump here. Alright, I will try. Thanks, how is it going, Yami? Yeah, you are correct, thank you. I just don't understand how you do it. I just don't understand how you, not just Yami, but how I wanna be the guy players in general see a needle section and they are like, yeah, that jump is possible. Yeah, here you should do this. Like, how the fuck can you tell? I understand that it's a lot of experience, but holy shit. That's a lot of knowledge. Self-rating trap. Yeah, but it's not self-rating. In fact, Echo Mask, the creator of that fun game, told me, because I first hesitated to play that fun game because I saw the difficulty on Delicious Fruit and I'm like, damn, this is extremely, like, this is way harder than what I can play. And he told me that the difficulty was overrated because people felt that the timed part at the end was super hard. So, you know. Basically, I draw the conclusion that perhaps I wanna be the guy players in general kinda suck at gimmicks, but when it comes to raw needle like this, they are very good. So something like this, a lot of I wanna be the guy players don't find hard, or not as hard as it could be. But something like what Echo Mask did, which is basically introducing mechanics that are not in standard fun games, that are basically gimmicks, that mind breaks people, apparently. So yeah, maybe I'm just good at gimmicks and bad at needle, I don't know. But as I was saying the other day, what does being good at gimmicks even mean? Every gimmick is its own world, right? I mean, you can be good at one gimmick, but being good at any gimmick, that doesn't work that way. I don't know. It's a rare case. Like, I think that that's the first time I've seen a game on Delicious Fruit being so badly rated. There's probably thousands more that came way earlier than that game. But that so far for me has been the first one that has such a bad rating. Bad because, as I say, like it doesn't correspond with reality, right? But that's okay. Obviously, at the end of the day, difficulty is subjective, right? But I don't know. Wow, really? Speaking of things that I didn't know, you know that in Crash Team Racing, there are bonus tracks that I found to be extremely hard, and I couldn't did their time trials related to those. Well, it turns out that I've been playing the game wrong the whole time, and I'm not exaggerating. So it turns out that there is a specific UI element that you can choose that basically shows a bar that is bigger than the default one, that allows you to see the drift meter a lot more precisely, right? And because of that, what you can do is more precisely get perfect drifts. And the part that I didn't know, because I did know that, what I didn't know is that apparently perfect drifts are super important. To the point that if you can do many perfect drifts in a row, your time in a track is so much different than if you don't. So I've been playing the game wrong the whole time, and I didn't notice. Like, I only noticed when I saw a video, well, a web to be precise, of someone beating one of the dev times in a time trial, and I'm like, wait, this dude is hitting perfects every time, and sometimes he's not even trying to drift, he gets the charges from like jumping, right? And I'm like, what the hell, this is so different from what I've been playing all this time, right? Like, this style of play is so different. And basically today I tried doing one of the time trials of the bonus stages that I couldn't even get the first ghost in, and I beat it by so much. And I'm like, dude, with how shitty the loading screens in that game are, and with the fact that on those loading screens they put tips, how didn't they put a tip telling you that perfect drifts were so useful? Because that's something you cannot know beforehand. Like, I thought that the most important thing about drifts in that game was getting the most amount of drift instead of getting a good drift. So by playing like that, I was basically playing it wrong. And now that I realize that I've been playing it wrong, I can suddenly get access to times that I never had access to before. So I'm like, dude, how can a game suck so much at explaining its own mechanics? It reminds me of fighting games. Fighting games are also absolutely trash at explaining their own mechanics. Like, how is it possible? Like, I just don't get it. It's not that hard, especially if you have a whole screen dedicated to tips. It's not that hard to actually include useful tips beyond just telling you how the game controls, you know? But yeah, basically I'm a little bit upset. And also that means that I'm most likely gonna try that again. Gonna try the time trials that I left again, because like, I'm just so much faster, it's ridiculous. Like, it really feels like you're playing a different game. It's so stupid, so dumb. But you know, I guess it's the way it is. It is how it is. You know, I guess it's one of those things that it's better late than never, right? Gotta look at the bright side. This looks a little bit disgusting, but I mean, oh, you cannot wait. Is that champ possible? I don't think it is, because I think it's way too high, but Yami, do you know if that champ is possible? I mean, nah, I think it's too high. Like, I'm talking about this champ, from this platform to this platform. But it's... no, it's... well, it looks like it's 4.5. You say that those were barely possible. Yeah, it's 4.5. So you're saying that this is possible, but just extremely hard, right? Puzzle Master. You think so? Well, on the bright side, if you fail, you can land. The problem is that the easiest way to die on that jump is not from landing, but from going up, like on either spike. Though at the same time, is the other side that hard? You have 2 diagonal jumps. It's annoying more than hard. So how hard is that? Because I know that you tell me that sometimes it's random and whatever, but is it something that someone like me can do? Or is it something that has to be done by a master of Needle? Is it actually possible? Also, thanks for the raid, Lily, again. How is it going? Have you been playing this game today as well? Also, how is it going, Draenor? Maybe it's more than 4.5. What if this is 4.6? Oh, that's your alt? Oh, that explains why you were playing that game. Come on, why didn't you tell me so the first time? I thought that you were a completely random person that just happened to be playing the same game. You know? You were just you. But yeah, you've been streaming it on there. Do you say that you wouldn't do one if you didn't have to because it's difficult? Alright. That seems like useful advice. Didn't even know the first stream went through till like a day after. Oh, the first raid. Oh, okay. Now, my question is, why are you streaming on an alt account? What benefit does that give you? Because you don't want to talk? But I mean, you don't have to talk. I mean, in my case, obviously, since it's my style of stream, I usually always talk, but like if one day I didn't feel like talking, I would just put a title saying no mic or something. You know? You can just do that. I mean, not like someone is gonna... That will never happen. Why not? What's the problem? Nice. Alright. What do we have here? Damn, I'm surprised I got that on the first try. The whole checkpoint on the first try. That's impressive even for me. Well, especially for me. It's really just there for me if I wanna share shit while playing games with friends or can't be bothered to talk. You know, I mean, it's more about why, like, will it be a problem to do that on your main account? Like, are you afraid of someone not liking you anymore because you're not talking? Wouldn't care less. I'm not sure. Well, I mean, you will know your motivations, but yeah. Yeah, I guess it's just something I wouldn't do, especially if I didn't care, and I don't, but I mean, if I didn't care, what people think or whatever, that's more of a reason why I will stream in my main account. To keep the two types of streams separated. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I say it's a matter of everyone. By that I mean that's very poorly worded. I mean that it's a matter of to each their own. That's what I tried to say. I want to interact much with chat on that second channel. I didn't make much progress on this today, however. How far did you reach? Were you able to beat this world? Stage and got to the last bit on the next one. Okay, gotcha. Surprisingly, aside from the first screen of this stage, every other screen so far has been not as slow. But that might change anytime soon. That might change anytime. That. Well, yeah, I guess that's correct. But yeah. But I gotta say that so far, this is truly the best stage in the game. So far. And again, that's a shame because I'm so bad at Needle. If I was better at Needle, I will enjoy this so much more. But I'm not. Is the Needle of all time? You think so? But yeah, this stage is very well done. It really is like the only stage I can say that it's decent. I mean, I haven't finished it yet, so I probably shouldn't talk yet. But for what I've seen so far, this is truly the only decent stage in the game so far. I will almost be tempted to call it good. In fact, I think I could call it good. Just that it's hard for me to know if Needle is good or not, since I'm bad at it, but I think it is good. So good that he made 3 games based on this stage. You think so? Damn, that gate champ is a little bit evil. Well, every gate champ is evil. Just that some can be more evil than others. But yeah, the stage I do agree that it's just very, very well done. Like even the way it looks, the way it sounds, it's just very good. But yeah, wish it wasn't Needle though. It would be cool. I guess this is the perfect example of Needle done well versus Needle done badly. Like the stage in the Mega Man stage, the third one, most of the Needle there was just bad, and it was only mediocre at best. And it was just a Needle stage like this one. It also had traps, but they weren't that much compared to that other stage with the neon lights, with the drum and bass. That stage was fucking trash. But yeah. But hey, at least 1 out of 6 is decent. I mean, unfortunately, no matter how good the other stages are, the majority of stages are not good. But that's okay. Be right back. Alright. Fuck. These jumps are something. I meant to say earlier, and you still sweep those online matches without knowing that trick? No, but that's not the case. See, well, that's a problem that game has, that the matchmaking is horseshit, because you get match against any type of player. So you get match against players that don't know that the drift boost exists, against players that are the first time they are playing, against players that know about the drift boost but they don't utilize it to its fullest potential, just in some corners. Then you have players that attempted the time trials like me and more or less play like I do. And then you have the actual good players that, for starters, they use that trick that I was mentioning, which is the perfect boost, and also know every single shortcut, every single racing line in each track. So it's not like even without that I was winning. Yeah, I mean, I was winning, but I was winning against people that barely even know what they are doing, you know. There are some wins that I admit were legit against people that were around my skill level, but for the most part I'm just winning against noobs. It's like playing a fighting game and you play against someone that barely knows the command list for a character versus you, which, like, you know more than that, and you just demolish him. We are gonna be like, damn, you were able to beat this guy even without knowing one-frame links? Yes, because one-frame links are not necessary to stomp noobs, you know. That's the way it is. This is Uhuhu Spike, known as one of the better Needle game series, especially for beginners, but it has some difficult parts, and like everything else this dude makes, difficulties all over the place. I see. So Uhuhu Spike is the original game, or are you telling me that this part is based on that game? Because for what I've been told, this game is a collection of games. So is this like the whole game, or is this just a portion of that game? There are a few of them. I see. Yeah. Yeah, it seems it's not really a medley, it's a stage based on the games. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's also what I say, that it's not a medley, because if it was a medley, it will be very small portions of each game, when in reality it's more like a full rendition to each game. But yeah. The difficulty being all over the place, yeah, I guess that's a good way to describe this game in general. That is true. There are some checkpoints that are extremely easy, some others that are very hard, but they are not really ordered by difficulty. Like, well, a very good example being the first checkpoint of the game, if you take the first world as the one that is the one from Panel de Pon, like, if you take that checkpoint as the first one, that checkpoint is so much harder than so many other checkpoints. It's obviously not the hardest checkpoint in the game, but like, it's so high in difficulty that you will think that it wouldn't be the first checkpoint, but it is. So yeah, the difficulty being all over the place is indeed correct. Like, the perfect way to describe this game in general. At the same time though, if you think about I wanna be the guy fun games as a collection of checkpoints, I guess it's, you know, it's whatever, mostly because at the end of the day you will have to do all checkpoints anyways. But yeah, if you're trying to think of it as an actual game, then it very easily fails in terms of balance. You know, it's alright. As I said, I didn't start playing this game with high expectations, so I cannot get disappointed because of that. Now, what I could be disappointed of is about Permanence 2, especially because you are so eager to see me playing it that I am like, damn, that game is gonna be some good shit. Obviously, I'm gonna try to be on alert for hard sections because you told me that the game was hard, but it better be good. Nah, I'm just kidding, but my expectations are definitely gonna be higher than with this game, that's for sure. It's better, but it's still this type of game. Yeah, it's understandable. It do definitely feels harder than this. Yeah, I don't mind if it's harder as long as it's better, you know. Unless I just gotten better. Well, I mean, according to Delicious Fruit, this game is harder than Permanence 2. Today, according to Delicious Fruit, this is a 69, by the way, of difficulty, and Permanence 2 is 66, which, I mean, it's pretty much the same shit, but it not only doesn't mark it as harder, but it even marks it as easier. But yeah, you might have gotten better after all. I mean, it's something that I know that a lot of times it's hard to tell, but we all get very good at games the more we play them. I know that I always mention this example, but I still can't believe how much better I gotten at Project Diva since I started. Like, I really can't believe it. Like, it might be the first game that I clearly feel getting better, you know? And I feel getting better because of the results, pretty much. And that's the problem I feel while going back to fighting games. Another reason why fighting games fail to catch a big audience. In fighting games, it's very hard to tell when you're getting better, because you're fighting against people that are of different skill level, and you never know how good they are. I mean, you can have like the ranking system or whatever, but it's something that it's never sure. Not to mention that even someone that you already fought against, they could have also gotten better. So you never know in fighting games if you're getting better or not. At least at first instance. If you keep going for a long time, I guess you can clearly tell that you gotten better. At least on a casual instance, it's just not something that is easy to tell. You crush every ceiling? At least for now, yes. I dread the day when that's not the case anymore, but it will happen eventually. You can't keep getting good, or you cannot keep getting better forever. Eventually you will not keep getting better. Talking about that, gotta do some Quake practice again. Alright. Gotta practice that FPS. Wait, I cannot do this right here, like I need to jump. Oh, I actually don't, and I'm glad I tried. So I'm pretty sure the next one I cannot, so I need to jump here. Maybe? Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. And then jump to the left and into the right. It2 still has a couple horrible RNG bosses, but only one of them made me almost lose my shit. Alright. I guess that's a good signal then. Alright, I'm gonna take that into account. But yeah, basically before I play Permanence 2, what I'm gonna do, well, obviously is play Project Diva like every week. And I also, as I mentioned before, I want to try the time trials again in Crash Team Racing with the newly found power that I found. Redundancy aside. Because I really do, it's like when someone in a shonen anime powers up and they are like, damn, so now I'm this strong. Well, that's exactly how I felt. Like, I went to time trial, I used that trick, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, I'm so much better. And out of nowhere. It's not like it came from practice. It came from knowledge. From seeing a fucking video. I feel that issue with Puyo, the Puyo groups I'm in, every year people get stronger and stronger. Yeah, thankfully I was never a very competitive person, and I never went fully in competitive games. So the only person I have gotten to compare against is myself, which is great. It involves bubbles. You enter the cheat code. Yeah, it feels like I enter a cheat code, but it turns out that the cheat code is just knowing how the game works. Shame that the game itself couldn't tell me that, but hey, that's okay. I pull Noel. But everyone pulls for Noel. Noel is everyone's maid. Like, unless you somehow don't pull on the Novice banner for whatever reason, Noel is on everyone's account. It truly is the town bicycle. Damn, who say that? Unbelievable. How can you say that? That's why she's the best. But it's okay. How cool you say that? Well, I mean, she's a very pure girl, of course. Wait, I just realized there is a skip here. Okay, good luck getting this, though. I don't even know if this is possible. It's basically like a weird double corner jump. Is that possible? I see you reach the Rukito jump. Is this the Rukito jump? How is it going, Wasabi? I don't know if this is possible. Maybe it is, but looks a little bit hard. Well, a little bit is an understatement. I probably shouldn't try doing that. Everyone big female traveler. Well, yeah, a very big portion of the player base play big female traveler. But I didn't, and you didn't either. So, you know. This is the Rukito jump. Let's see. Oh, the one that I've been failing all this time. Basically, the last jump of this screen. Well, of this checkpoint. What am I saying? Name after Rukito, the guy to invent it. I see. And how should I approach it? What's the right strategy for this champ? Because what I'm doing is basically champing first and then doing the double champ, but maybe I should just walk off and then do the double champ. What's the better strategy? Is walking off something that is better, or is preemptively champing better? Way back when I mentioned the sister gets kidnapped at the start of the game and you act confused, I see now why you were confused. Well, I wasn't confused about her being kidnapped because that is what happens, technically. But I think you mentioned something else, and that something else is the thing that didn't obviously, align with what happened. I think you were supposed to go between the first and second spikes on the bottom before double champing. Oh, okay. You can even full champ it with that strat. Okay, I'm gonna try that, thanks. Yeah, that seems like an easier strat, theoretically at least. Because if you somehow can go in between those two spikes without dying, a full champ will give you enough height to get to the other platform, but not enough to hit the top spikes. But it's a little bit hard to time a champ like that. Maybe I should practice with this one. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. It does feel a little bit hard. I don't know if full champing though, because I feel like there I champed super low and I still hit the spike on top. Maybe it wasn't low enough. You can run off if you want to. I think running off might be closer for me at least. And what about the other champ? Like that double corner champ that you see there, is that something possible? I know that it's something that I probably shouldn't attempt, right? But is it even possible, is what I want to know. Like, can you even champ there? The skip is possible, team? I'm assuming that for someone like me, that skip is almost impossible. Because that one didn't seem as easy as the one that I did before, that I skipped a whole screen. That was like standing in an edge and then doing a gate into a diagonal. I don't think this one is as easy as that, right? Speaking of skips though, I'm pretty sure there is a skip here. You can do that corner champ. It doesn't seem that hard though, I probably need the right align. Does anyone know the right align for this? The problem is that it's hard to get any align other than the one that you enter that platform. I mean, it's possible, but hard. Say I do this, and I use that align. Need to do something like that, yeah, but I don't know if that's the case. Which will be the right align here? Because I don't think this one is the right one. Or is it? Because the other aligns possible are this one, and then the other one, I don't know if I can get it here, right? Not sure. gives you a downward sphincter. I was gonna call it a half sphincter. Once you make the jump, where will you land? The left or the right of the 3/4? I don't think that matters too much. Oh, I got it. I guess that's the right align. Problem is that it's hard to jump here without fucking up your align. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, jumping to the left or the right of the 3/4 doesn't really change anything. I mean, well, jumping to the left will make the rest easier, but I don't think it's that important. Real problem is getting past the first fight. Right looks easier, perhaps. Problem is that after that you will have to do some very fucked up jumps. At least here, instead of a skip, this is more like a different path, because they are both at the same distance, and I'm pretty sure you will waste the same amount of time regardless. So that jump is hard. The one where there is like 6 spikes and a half. I don't even know if it's possible. I will assume it is, but you will need to risk a lot to get that jump right. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's worth it to go this way. Maybe a better idea to not do that. Oh. Ah, damn it. Okay, never mind. This seems like a good idea. Just want to know if... Oh, wait a second. You can do it with this align too. If you just run off the wall, it's possible too. So I don't even need to take care of myself in the... when I go in the platform. My bad. In fact, that seems like the easiest way of doing it. Too much to the left. Okay, obviously those last diagonals are gonna be the problem. But aside from that, the rest is not that big of a deal. Lightning bolt jump. It's an interesting jump, that's for sure. You know, it seems that a pretty clear decision to pick this path, because the other path, like, not just this jump, but look at this jump, dude. Maybe it's not as hard as it looks. You did the sphincter. Well, congratulations, Mr. Pro. Yeah, no, I think the sphincter here might be a little bit too much for me. Might be a little too much. Okay, at least doesn't look super impossible to do this. Just looks hard, though, basically. Like a very big portion of this stage anyways. It would have probably been shorter to do the screen normally for me. Also, you actually try that jump for a very long time. I thought that you got it on like the first try or something. I didn't, but we can pretend I did. Oh, okay. I kind of want to try this Well, the problem is that this champ just looks extremely hard, you know? Like, I don't know how hard it is really, but the way it looks, it just looks tremendously hard, you know? So, I don't know if it really is that hard, but it surely feels that way. What do you say? Is that champ really that hard? I know the strategy is to not bonking your head against the ceiling, but I don't know, it feels super hard to me. And what comes afterwards is not much better, so yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I don't know. The problem is that I'm not sure which one to pick, really. That's the issue, not committing to one path. Because yeah, they both seem just don't like doing corners. Oh, I see. Understandable. Yeah, I don't know. Those two spikes shaped like that, they just look very messed up. Too late, really? Much to the left. And the reason I did the sphincter is because I was off my meds. Oh, I see. Without meds, you get stronger, huh? The meds are merely a suppressor. Problem is that this is not the last screen. That's the issue. Because if it was the last screen, we will see the item. Or stupider. Meds equals strength. Well, that's something that, according to Dragon Ball, is indeed the case. You take a sensu bean, and your whole body gets recovered. Yeah. And again, I gotta say that they are... Like, when you actively think about it... really? That's where you're gonna die? On the very tip of that spike, really? I would have preferred to die to the right spike, not the left one, dude. Especially not there. Come on. What kind of death was that? Oh my god, damn it. But yeah, when you think about it, the amount of dumb shit that there is in the Dragon Ball universe. Sensu beans being obviously one of them. Yeah. It's alright. Something that I should mention is that the Neptunia series is on sale on Steam. Every Neptunia game that is on Steam is on sale. And I think the most important sale is the game for Goddesses Online, which is a hack and slash differently from the regular Neptunia gameplay, which is turn-based RPG. For Goddesses Online is actually a hack and slash, and not only that, despite the name, is not really online. I mean, you can play it online, but it's still a single player game. There is that. If you're interested, because another thing worth noting is that that game is on its biggest sale yet. Differently from the other Neptunia games that for some reason are not. But yeah, that one is on its biggest sale. So, you have that. In case you are interested. That also applies to you, Blue. So I guess you will be busy with Genshin. You know, that's the good thing about Steam. You can just play the games at any point. Yeah, the Neptunia franchise is fully on sale. Yes, Nep. Indeed. That is correct. You know, I feel like these sections wouldn't be as bad. Or wouldn't be as bad, I guess. Wouldn't be that big of a problem for me if at least they didn't have multiple paths. Because having multiple paths makes me wonder if I'm taking the right one. Like if this is faster than the other one. And I don't know, because both are very hard and the only way to beat them is to commit a lot of time to either of them. But I don't know if the time that I'm committing here is a lot more than on the other one. So it pisses me off. I would have preferred if they didn't give me the option to do this. I've been streaming while playing Genshin to get those extra primos. I'll let you know how many I get at the end. And fully going in the primo scheme, huh? Pretty interesting. Well, I mean, I don't think it truly matters how many you get at the end, because the thing about primos is that, sure, you can compare which way of getting primos is faster, but at the end of the day, primos are primos, which means that any method is good since they are so scarce, right? Suck dig for primos. You don't even play the game. Hasn't it been a while since you play the game? I'm pretty sure that it's been a while since you have entered. You're putting it on hold. The same place! Sorry. The exact same place. I haven't become that desperate, but if there is a 5-star Amber swimsuit banner... Well, there is a Barbara swimsuit costume. Amber, though, hasn't gotten it yet. Then wait. Ooh! I got it! Holy shit. Alright. Oh, this looks like a problem. And it's also one of those screens that has a switch on the left side. And it's a double diagonal. No, come on. Well, there is a corner champ here, but you cannot go up there regardless. I mean, if you could, you would just go up here from this part anyways. No, it is not possible. In fact, what are you supposed to do even? Oh yeah, I guess you're supposed to jump from this platform to this one. Yeah, Barbaru. Indeed. Both Barbara and Shin got swimsuit costumes. And yeah. They are okay. Jesus Christ. What's not okay is this double diagonal. Double diagonal is toxic. It's just very annoying to do something like this, especially the way you're supposed to do it, because it's not like you have a clean champ to do it. You come from a double champ, and then what comes afterwards, it's completely ridiculous. Like, look at this shit, dude. Diagonal into this, into a gate champ. I guess it could be worse, but that gate champ is not a regular gate champ. You start one block lower. So the hardest part is gonna be this diagonal, probably. This screen kinda sucked. I mean, it's a hard one. That's the issue. I mean, at least it's hard even from the beginning, you know. So, you know, not like it's a lot of shitty champs and then the last champ is super hard. This one starts out already hard with this double diagonal thing. Oh, nice. Got it. Alright. So then I have to go to that switch, which I'm not sure how. That champ looks a little bit hard. And it's very, very precise. Yeah, exactly. Not sure how. Do I also need an align for this? Because I mean, I'm probably exaggerating like always, but it looks pixel perfect, you know. I wonder if I do need an align. Something like that will be hard to tell. Always with the aligns. I mean, of course. Technically, every champ has an align that is more optimal, even if it's a super easy jump that you can do with your eyes closed. The aligns technically always make jumps easier. As a general rule, if you want to go further, hide the right side of the block you are jumping off of. Oh, hug. The further... No, the right side of the block you're jumping off of. So this one. I think I already was doing that anyways. Well, thanks for the advice though. But yeah. It still seems hard. Assuming you're supposed to hover... Oh. Now the problem here is that even if I went to... I didn't, but even if I went back to the checkpoint, that final diagonal jump I still need to do it because checkpoints don't take into account switches. So yeah. It's the same if you want to walk off a T-bone without dying to it. Let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna remember that, but will be useful. What I don't know is if it is possible. I'm assuming it is possible, right? To do jump into... Yeah, it should be possible. So I was thinking maybe to jump to the right I need to fall down. But no, I don't think that's necessary. Especially since the block I'm trying to land on is lower than the one I'm jumping from. Extremely hard. I don't even know how I got it the first time, to be fair. I'm really not sure. Oh! You can do that, so now I need to do the last diagonal. Nice! Good shit. Oh, and this is the last screen! Unbelievable, this is actually the last screen. Can you believe that? I barely cannot. Just the same way that I cannot believe that I'm supposed to do 6 gates in a jump. 6 gates in a jump. 6 gates in a row. Thankfully not in a jump, but in a row. Yeah, about that... You might be a little bit out of your mind, Mr. Creator. Doing 6 gates without choking. So I think that those nerfed gates? They look kinda nerfed. But I'm not sure if that's the case. Choose a gate, bro. Yeah, I know. Well, the rest doesn't seem that bad, because once you reach this part, you fall... Well, yeah, okay. Aiming here will be hard, but after that, well, actually jumping here looks a little bit hard as well. Yeah, okay, never mind. It is hard, and especially considering that there is no checkpoints afterwards, so you need to get the 6 gates afterwards. I got the first part, but yeah, this second part I'm not sure. I think that those gates might be nerfed, or are they nerfed? How do you tell if a gate is nerfed or not? Like, I don't know why, but like on first glance it feels they are nerfed, but maybe they are not nerfed at all. bad. That weird diagonal jump also seems like a problem. Yeah, the biggest problem is just having 6 gates in a row. Then there is another jump here, but this jump should be completely free. The problem is the choke factor. At that point, after getting 6 gate jumps in a row, you will be probably so nervous you will probably choke that last one. Regardless of how easy it is, you know. I'm not sure how to do that one. Like, I think the double jump has to be very low, I guess. Like, I'm doing it too high. If I do it too low, I don't even know if I can get past the spikes. Only it wasn't so hard to react right before them spikes. Okay. Alright. Damn! Okay. Literally first try on those gates. Again, I feel like those gate jumps are nerf. Oh shit. Well, regardless, something that I can tell you is that that previous stage was so far the best stage in the game. Which is not saying much, but you know. The point is that, yeah, that was some very good stage. And we're in some sort of very sweet place. Like a sweet town. You know what? The art style kinda looks like the one from the Sonic Team Puyo Puyo games. But yeah, I don't think that's the case. Nice. Yeah, it does. That colorful, semi-simplistic style kinda looks like it, yeah. But yeah, seems like this one is also just a regular needle stage. Well, maybe there might be a boss at the end or something, but it seems exactly like the previous one. Are you craving some Puyo action? If I was craving some Puyo action, I can definitely tell you it wouldn't be the one from Sonic Team. It will be the one from Compile. Oof. Nice. Huh, interesting skip. Doesn't seem that hard as long as you have the right align. Yeah, well, the problem is that you get no checkpoint afterwards. If it's not that hard, I could just try going this way. Oh, really? Damn, what a dumb way to die. So it's not like going up there looks that hard. Well, the difference is that there is a diagonal jump, I guess. It's the gingerbread man. Where is the gingerbread man? You didn't do that sphincter? I mean, doesn't seem as hard as the previous one, to be honest. One seems more or less straightforward. Sphincter. It was an interesting typing there. On top of the house. Oh, that's right. That's a gingerbread cookie. Yeah, I don't think this is a very smart idea, though. Seems easier to just take the other checkpoint, but... that's the second time I died to that. God damn it. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the checkpoint, fuck it. I mean, the diagonals kinda look like a pain in the ass, but... You make me pick one diagonal versus... that double corner sham. Well, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna keep trying. A pinkster? Well, that's the first time, well, now second time. There you go. That I died to the second corner jump. I really want to get the other checkpoint, dude. That this... that diagonal is fucking me up even more. Diagonal. Can you please stop if it's possible? Alright. Seems like a better idea overall. Just take that checkpoint. Not necessarily faster, but at least you will get to try the... You will get to the gate jump in less attempts. For some reason, the gate jump is fucking me up even more now. Alright. Can't believe that jump was so easy. That's the worst part, you know. And I failed it twice. Not once, but twice. Can you believe it? Alright. And this looks bad. That looks very hard, and there is no checkpoint anywhere. This screen doesn't look easy at all. Why didn't you just stuck to needle, to regular needle? Because moving spikes, I mean, I guess you can call this needle too, but if you're a purist, this is not. To be honest, I prefer... If you make me pick between, you know, very traditional unmoving needle and this, I will prefer the very traditional unmoving needle. but it's okay. It just spices up the things a little bit. Just that it's weird that there is no checkpoint, but you know, it's then again the same thing that Yami was saying earlier, that the difficulty of these games is all over the place. Truly. Problem is that when I land there, I'm not sure. I guess I should just fully jump to the empty block. That is just safe. Yeah, this screen kinda looks like ass, I gotta say. And not the good kind. That's the problem. But it's okay. On the bright side, hey, this is the 7th world, the 7th stage. The fact that I got this far is quite a good signal. So I would have given up by now, but no. I'm still going strong. Unbelievably, I'm still going strong. Yeah. I guess I need to thank you, Draynor, for that. But I feel like if you weren't playing this, it will be a lot harder to play it by myself. Especially since this is an old game, you know. You got stuck? Yeah, that's fine, but you know. I mean, technically you could say that I got stuck as well yesterday. And I got unstuck today. But you know, don't worry about it. You will get unstuck. I mean, you can also say that I'm getting stuck right here, you know. This screen seems a little bit hard. Let me know when I reach the part that you got stuck on. Or unless it's this one, which will be pretty funny. But no, I will assume it's not this one. You will know? Oh shit. Huh? Will be interesting. I don't like this screen. Too long, moving spikes suck, and also no checkpoint. Yeah, I will say that this screenshot, yeah. That this screen is not very good. I think regardless of if I'm bad at it, I don't think it's a very good screen. Like having these gimmicks of spikes coming from the floor and needing you to position yourself at the edge of the platform, and the fact that there are so many of them and there is no checkpoint, I just don't think it's a good screen. But whatever. Like how they, well, in already multiple stages, you get such a cute song in the background while you are getting obliterated. You know, very, very nice. Very cool. Now, I don't know why with such a nice looking background you are using like the default tiles for the platforms. I mean, I guess they could look like they are made out of chocolate or whatever, but at the end of the day they are still the default tiles, you know. Another problem that this moving gimmick has is that a lot of the time this isn't even synchronized. I don't know how to do that one. Should I don't think I'm supposed to land there actually. I try landing, but landing seems like a horrible idea. I don't even know if it's possible to land. Instead I should just double jump when I'm right in the middle. I mean, it looks hard, but it at least looks possible. Wow, that was weird. Also, it's a weird color combination as well, like having these platforms being brown but the spikes being blue. Like, I don't know how, I mean, I guess they don't go that badly with the background, but they feel like there could have been a better combination of visuals. The song is pretty chill. Oh, fuck. I also feel that even that the gap in these two spikes is very weirdly timed. Like very weirdly synchronized, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Just feels so random. Even though it obviously isn't. Alright. Okay, this is the problem now. Nice! Jeez. Oh, we have Krakos. We actually have Krakos that we cannot shoot, so you're just supposed to wait until they are done with their bullshit. And also some other weird things. Seems like they are all from Kirby. I guess it makes sense that the whole thing is from Kirby. I can actually fuck up my sleeping schedule today. Why are you pogging that? That doesn't seem like a very pog thing to do, don't you think? Will you want to fuck up your sleep schedule? Also, if you don't have a sleep schedule, you cannot fuck it up. How is it going, Riemann? Yeah, pog. I'm not sure exactly when to go in there. Seems like you're intended to go in here, like in that specific gap. Because otherwise, like, I think you're supposed to go in between while they are both moving to the right. Damn, the time to react seems so small. Because they should seem stupidly fast. But you can also jump like that, I guess. Nice. Very nice. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, this is a mini-boss? Alright. Wasn't expecting a mini-boss. In fact, this is the first mini-boss of the game. Oh, I didn't see those spikes. I got them confused with the background. I had no idea those were spikes. I mean, this mini-boss is completely free though. That's not a problem. In fact, the champ that comes afterwards is way harder than this mini-boss. I'm surprised that he's not shooting anything. Like, he's just standing there not doing shit. Oh. Hey, what? What do you want me to do? Huh? Oh, you're supposed to somehow time it so he's not... Damn, that's messed up. Because you're only supposed to time it once. And what's the point of this? Why do you even make me damage him afterwards? Are you stupid? Uh-oh. Son of a bitch. I don't think there's anything you can do there, right? You're just supposed to go very fast to the other side. Something that I noticed in this game is that whatever... Oh, no, well, I guess it's not the case now. Well, in a previous screen, that didn't happen. Like, in a previous screen, whatever was happening on the previous screen didn't affect the next one, but it seems like this one does happen here. Yeah, they persist, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Like, do you want me to jump right? If I jump right? Can I even do anything afterwards? I'm not sure. But you cannot trigger just by jumping there. You need to be there in this platform. Oh, that works, okay. Oh, that's a shame. Is that jump possible though? So I'm not sure if I tried it once and it worked. Like, can you actually jump all the way to the left? I don't think so. I think you're just supposed to jump over the first one and then go in front of the second one. Yeah, I know, try it without triggering the apples, but I don't think it's possible. I really think what you're intended to do is to jump over the first one only. Yeah, I don't think that jump is possible. I think you're just supposed to somehow dodge the first one and land on the same platform. I think that's what you're intended to do. Though, just because I don't want to do this shitty ass quote-unquote mid-boss every time, I'm gonna have to ask Draenor. So what did you do here, Draenor? I wouldn't mind figuring out by myself, but honestly, the existence of this stupid ass tree here doesn't make me want to do this. So, yeah. Do you remember what you did here? I really don't think this jump is doable. It almost looks doable, but I'm gonna try. Oh, you cannot jump on the other side. I thought maybe the spikes weren't there, but they are still there. touch the first apple via the pit. Oh, okay. So you go down and then you jump in the air. Okay, I got you. Thanks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty easy. If you think in more than 2 seconds, it is easy. But I guess I couldn't be asked. Well, thanks a lot, Draynor. What are these things supposed to be? Are these seagulls? I guess they are supposed to be seagulls. Where are you even supposed to go after this? Oh, there is a portal there, I should realize. Oh damn, you can get killed by their wings. Guess I should have seen that coming. How do you want me to do this? Guess jumping in between. Yeah, okay. Oof. That's a little bit fucked up, I gotta say. Could be worse, but then. Ah, fuck you. God damn it, almost got it. These fucking guys give me nightmares. Yeah, I can see how. He still left the Yoshi story music in the sound effect. I thought they were part of the sound effect. This guy really gives no shit about the quality of his own game. This is what I was saying earlier, but it definitely feels like it is the case. 0 fucks given. You are such a bitch. You think you're clever, but you're just being an overcompensating bitch. You can't be that clever outside of I wanna be the guy traps. Fucking piece of shit. Okay, that's fine. At least I know I can do it, but then, what an asshole. See, the problem is that I cannot double jump twice. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to approach that. Because once I double jump, it's out of the equation to do it again. I'm not really sure how to do it. Maybe I'm supposed to double jump later. I don't think that's the case. I really don't know. And that's even worse. Wasting the double jump up there already. This is gonna be a pain. It's gonna be a pain mostly because of the sound effects. Yeah, as Wasabi mentioned, this guy is such a low quality, no fucks given shithead that he cannot even be bothered to take out the sound file. Like the sound effect file. that just fucking records. Whatever, it's okay. Don't worry about that now. I guess the best thing I can do is just mute this shit. Seems like a better idea. Otherwise it's a little bit tilting, as you would expect. I mean, more than it already is by itself. 60 Mbps audio, recorder from under the ocean and recompress into lossless 1 MB file and package into game. I don't think that's the issue though. I mean, even if that's the case, the biggest offender is just the lack of effort. Because you know, you might think, what's wrong with not putting effort into things? Or well, into this game particularly. But I think that it is a problem because, damn, that was close. Because it really speaks on how little you care about your own game. And as I was saying the other day, if you don't care, why should I care? Well, obviously the answer of why should I care is because you care. Because Draenor and Yami care. That's enough for me to care. But yeah. So obviously I cannot blame them for this, because they didn't tell me to play this one. They told me to play the second one. But yeah. Otherwise, a game like this just doesn't deserve being played. Like, just out of principle, forget about how hard it might be or how some checkpoints are badly done or whatever. Like, out of principle. A game with so little effort put on, well, so little effort. It has a lot of content. So, low effort, it's a matter of perspective, I guess, but... Can't even be bothered to use resources to get a clean rip, just record our gameplay and use Audacity. This game is the perfect example why quality is better than quantity. I guess you could say that, yeah. Top tier production quality for its time, better than 99% of Japanese wiki games. Yeah, but I think that... See, the problem with that is, I mean, you might be right, but... I think that the problem is that, yes, even if the majority are garbage, and as I say before, that this is the best of the worst, I think the problem is that it doesn't really have excuse for being for its time. Because way before this game release, Boshi already existed by a lot of years, you know? I mean, you can say a lot of things about Solgrim, but you cannot deny that Solgrim put a shit ton of effort into that game. So playing an adventure game like this one that released so after Boshi kinda hurts, right? It's like dim. Because at least if you could see an attempt, if the only problems were more from a technical or from an experience scope, right? If only that was the issue, it would be like, well, okay, next time you try it's gonna go better. But no, it's about not giving a shit. Like, no care put into it. That's the problem. That's the biggest issue. Like, really, it's an insult that this game is technically the same category / genre as Boshi. And I know that I suck Boshi's nuts a lot in this stream, and I will keep doing it. I don't care. It's just a game that it's so well done that How do you want me to not suck its balls? Also get fucked, you piece of shit. Though I was gonna fall for that. Well, guess what? I didn't. Bitch ass motherfucker. I like seeing shoot 'em up dev still uses the FPS log. I think you mean 2023, but you know, close enough. Yeah, Boshi log. I agree. But yeah, I mean, it's the thing, and I think that maybe a game like Boshi kinda spoil a lot of people into what they expect, but I don't know. Still find it pretty offensive. You haven't played shooter. Oh, you haven't seen shoot 'em ups released in 2023. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow. So now we're having traps. Well, I mean, to be fair, the previous section had traps, but it seems like this one is gonna have way more traps. Fuck. Yeah, 2022. It's alright. It's okay. You know what? As I say, this is the 7th stage. So at least instead of... Let's just look at how far we came, right? That's what matters. The fact that I still haven't Alte 4. That is truly admirable. You know? But yeah. I wonder how I'm gonna think of the second game, though. Because if you tell me that it's relatively similar to this one, I really don't know what to expect. Maybe I should temper my expectations a little more for that game. I don't know. Anything is possible. Game, are you for real? Do you even do this? Oh. Okay. That makes more sense. So I'm still not sure where I'm supposed to go. Oh. Just a bait champ. Bucket of shit to be emptied into my head. I mean, seems like expecting something like that is the best thing, because that way you won't be disappointed if it does turn out that it is that way. Of course. Of course. Of course. It wouldn't be any other way. I think, you know, when it comes to traps in this kind of games, it also is not just about where they are in terms of what part of the checkpoint or whatever. I think it's also about the game having earned the right of showing traps. I feel like this game hasn't earned shit. You know, so seeing these traps, like aside from like a trial and error thing or whatever, it's more of a like you are this shit and you still have the gall of having these traps. Like that's what pisses me off. Like it's not the trap itself, but rather the fact that these traps are in a game like this, you know. What am I looking at? Is this following me? Oh, I'm assuming that if you stay still, that's gonna block your exit. Probably. But you have to be super fast. What the hell? I mean, I know that you can swim and it's pretty much infinite jump and whatever, but then... Maybe being chased by an octopus? Kinda looks like it. I'm pretty sure that octopus don't swim that way. I'm not a biologist, not an expert in marine life, but I'm pretty sure that's not how octopus behave. I don't think that's how it is. And this looks so annoying because it's not just a diagonal, but it's a diagonal that you have to approach like diving like this, because you cannot do it from below without wasting a considerable amount of time. Fuck. Play Donkey Kong Country? Why do you suddenly say that? You saw this and it reminded you of Donkey Kong Country? For what reason? Also, no, I don't really plan on playing Donkey Kong, to be honest, anytime soon. The octopus is from there. Yeah, but I mean, I'd rather play Mario than play Donkey Kong. Honestly, Donkey Kong is one of those... Like, I played Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii and it was a pretty good game and whatever. It really is one of the games that one of those franchises that it doesn't really motivate me to play them. I mean, it's a fucking gorilla jumping, you know. That's what the game is. And I mean, that's okay because the gameplay is pretty good and everything, but it's like, do I really want to play this? And the answer is no. You know, I'd rather play Mario, yes. Mario is fine too. Yeah, I do want to play at least my plan. Like, I know that there is a shit ton of Mario games, but at least for the beginning I want to attempt, well, Mario 1. I don't know how to play Super Mario though. When I say Mario 1 I mean Super Mario, right? But the problem with Super Mario is that it's a game that it can be too easy or too hard depending on how you play it. Because if you play it with warps, it can become very easy. If you play it without warps, it's quite hard to beat that game. That's the problem, I don't really know what to do, and the issue is that will be the first game I'm planning to play. Maybe I will just beat it by using warps, but... No, but that's the thing, I already tried to play that game warpless and it didn't go very well. Like, the game is legitimately hard. And not to mention that the hardest part about the game are the last stages. So if you play warpless, what you are doing essentially is every time that you want to retry the last stages, you need to go over the first ones, or just to get there, which doesn't seem very appealing, you know. But yeah, I guess that's the biggest problem that I have with Mario, that the first game is already quite challenging, so it's a hard start. And yes, I know that's not the first game. The first game is Mario Bros. In the arcades, sure. And if you want to go even further, you can even say Donkey Kong, the original, is the first Mario game. But no, I'm talking about the Super Mario series, obviously. If you aren't doing a marathon, how do you feel about playing out of order? No, I will want to do Super Mario, then 2, 3, I don't know where World goes there, but I will also want to do that, and then maybe Mario 64, I guess. I'm not sure what the order of Mario games is, really. I will have to investigate that. Skipping lost levels? Well, the problem is that Lost Levels, for what I understand, is comparable to an I Wanna Be the Guy fan game. So I don't think that will be a good idea. You know. You see, the problem is Super Mario physics are quite different from the ones of I Wanna Be the Guy, you know. See, one of the reasons why I Wanna Be the Guy is so popular is because the physics are perfect. You basically have no acceleration when you move. You have a double jump, and each jump you can decide the full height of the jump. Like both the first and the double jump. And you have a shot that you should shoot forward, right? Like, I Wanna Be the Guy, it's just very good at that. Simple, exquisite control, right? Mario 1 on SNES is a good alternative to the original. I wonder. Lost Levels are a good meme. I don't know. But as I say, what I do know is that if you're gonna try to go hardcore in a Mario game, the problem is that, as I say, the physics are something that will take some time getting used to, you know. Super Mario All-Stars it's called. I see. Yeah, I don't know. It's something that I always delay because I really don't know how to play it, really. How to start playing the saga, basically. It's something that I always wander around and always leave as an afterthought, right? Because it really feels like a pain in the ass to start with it like that. Play them in order of release. No, that's also not a good idea. Because in order of release, I mean, no. Yeah, the idea is play them in order of release, but not all of them. Because as I said, if I played every single one of them in order of release, that will also include the original Mario Bros. That I couldn't give less of a shit about. You know, the main Mario games. Yeah, I would say the main Super Mario games. Like, because yeah, Mario games also includes a lot of stuff that is not really my thing. You know, might as well do warp enable. Yeah, no, I don't think doing it warpless is a good idea. As I was saying, you know. Isn't Mario Bros on NES Online? I don't know. I know that Super Mario is obviously on NES Online. The original Mario Bros, though, I have no clue. Mario's Time Machine? I don't know about that. But what about Mario Hotel? Now that's a banger of a game, isn't it? A game where Mario has to go closing fucking doors. That's the game. Pretty nice game. Mario Golf is a classic. You can play viewer-made Mario Maker levels. Yeah, except for one little factor, that is that I don't have Mario Maker, you know. Yes, you will think that a game that requires you to have online to pretty much play the entirety of it, and considering that online is paid, you will think that such a game exists for free. But unfortunately that's not the case. If you want to play such a thing, you need to pay for the game. Which is something that I don't really want to do. You know, I really want to pay for Mario Maker. Not to mention that Mario Maker is not really aimed at me in the first place. Like, as much as I obviously like and recognize the fact that Mario games are usually super good, Mario is not really my thing, you know. Mario Maker is made for people that are very obsessed with Mario to the point where they can just, you know, play levels that make use of every mechanic, that even mechanics that are not very intentional, right? Or that I guess they are intentional, but not something that you should know. Might as well play ROM hacks instead at that point. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? Like, Mario Maker physics suck dick, momentum management simulator. Well, you say that, but I mean, in Mario games you are supposed to manage your momentum. I know that Mario Maker levels take it to the extreme because of the insane amount of precision needed, but I mean, the whole Mario series is built upon that foundation. They ruined the Super Mario World skin with those horrible physics. Wait, what does the skin have to do with the physics? Am I missing something? ISO levels don't work as well in Mario Maker. I see. That last fucking spike there, it's messed up. Wait. You can make pixel art using the blocks. Yeah, I can also make pixel art using paint. Seems like a better way of doing it, you know. NES Online. Well, it's less that it's on the cloud and more that it needs an online subscription. It's not really on the cloud. You download the games to your console. Just that the only way you're enabled to play them is if you have an NES, an online subscription. So no, they are not technically on the cloud. They are still played locally. Just emulate it. Yeah, I mean, I will emulate them if I didn't have an online subscription, but because I am on a family share membership, I can basically have online without paying, so if I have that, I might as well use it, you know. Seems like a good idea to me. They use the Super Mario World sprites but use the shit physics from their more recent games. I see. I didn't know that you were that well versed with Mario. I mean, I know that you were a Mario fan, but then didn't know that you were that involved. But yeah, I guess that's mostly because I cannot really relate. Because I think that being very into Mario is a common thing. It's just that I'm just not very into Mario at all. And never really was. And that diagonal under the water is fucking cancer, dude. That diagonal really fucking sucks. because it's the opposite as the previous diagonal. Probably the new Super Mario Bros. With physics, because they have to be able to swap game type on the fly. Maybe. This screen is such shit. I mean, it could be worse. I wouldn't say that I'm a fan, really, but I don't see anything that wrong with it. Just annoying, that's it. But, I mean, compared to some other screens that this game have, I think that this isn't even that bad. The problem is still, though, that diagonal. If it wasn't for that diagonal, this will be so much easier, but that diagonal is fucking me up. I mean, I'm already bad at diagonals on normal physics, so you can tell that on underwater physics, that's kind of a problem. What advice do you have, Draenor, on that diagonal? 'Cause I cannot really figure it out. I mean, so far, every attempt that I had has failed, but it has failed by a lot. That's the issue. Okay, that one was the closest one. At least. In fact, I almost thought that I got it, but I died right at the end. I don't think I use a specific strat. I mean, after all, it doesn't seem like a particularly weird champ. If you don't have strats for champ, you just do them. You know, I understand. Just that for me, champs like that are not very natural. It's definitely harder to do in water, yeah. I know that for diagonals, there is a strategy for that specific setup. That you can basically do a... I remember Yami telling me about it, that you can do a full champ if you stay around a block away from the bottom spike. And that way you bonk your head and it will always work if you do a full champ. Problem is that here, obviously, that won't work because we're under the water. Which means that we're obviously gonna land slower. And landing slower means that you're gonna hit the spike in the middle of your champ. It's not what you want. See, that's the problem. Like, you kinda have to go slow. It's like you have to do left, 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 right? Like very softly, right? Like, you have to move left one bit at a time. Because if you do it all the way, you will hit the top spike. But obviously, if you don't touch anything, you will hit the bottom one. It's like you have to hit left very, very tenderly. That's a problem. Feels very precise, basically. Yeah, I guess that's the issue of this screen. I wouldn't say that the screen is shit. I will say that that specific champ is shit. The rest of the screen is like whatever. Tenderly? Yeah, tenderly. Softly. Indeed. Fuck me. Yeah. So, seems like... It seems that you like Songli, Mr. Blue. Well, He's a very good character. Literally the most used character in the Abyss. Well, I think that spot is mostly tied with Bennett, but yeah, basically Bennett and Songli are the most used characters for the Abyss, essentially. And for good reason. I am correct, yeah. He's a very good character. He pretty much is, yeah. I don't think Noel is the ship, you know? Know that you want to ship them together, but I don't think that's how it goes. And it has the smallest dick, but fucks the hardest. Why did I read that? It would have been better to not read that. So there was a Ganyu, Shangling, Bennett, Songli meta team. Yeah, by doing that you get a Vaporize team. Vaporize is a very good combination at high levels. And well, basically Shangling is super good. Wait, no, it's not Vaporize. It's Cryo and Pyro. That's Melt, which is also a good reaction. Yeah, Vaporize is if it was water. No, it's Melt, Cryo plus Pyro. So yeah, Shangling is obviously the best Pyro DPS in the sub DPS, sorry, in the game, and Ganyu is alongside Ayaka the best Cryo DPS in the game. So you have a very dangerous combination there. And well, obviously Songli works as the shield, so no matter what enemy, unless it's a wolf, no matter what enemy, you're not gonna get hit. And Bennett basically just enhances damage. That's his function in any team he's in. Pretty sure Bennett will be the largest and Pillar Man will be the smallest. Wait, what you mean the Pillar Man? Are you talking about the Shosho Pillar Man? Really? I can't believe that Yami is referencing Shosho. I thought you didn't like Shosho. Unbelievable. Alright. That's a very interesting... Ay. I also learned something about cold battery, but I don't think this team has a cryo battery. I'm pretty sure that battery, the only thing that refers to is a character that recovers that recovers energy. You know? I think that's what they mean by battery. But I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. And in that case, I think that usually the most used battery will be Raiden, since she has passives that actually make other characters recover energy faster as well as herself. You know, it's not a Yaya, it's an old Aztec chant. Guy walks around telling people he's gonna give them the rock and makes pillars everywhere. Oh, you mean Songli? I thought you meant the Pillar Men from Shosho. I mean, no, Songli definitely has an interesting size. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Man, I can't do that. That champ is so shitty, I cannot do it. At least it's the last hard champ. Or the last champ that matters, really. Okay, there we go. Jesus fucking Christ! Okay. How many traps are there gonna be here? Okay, 1, So, wait, how do you dodge that? Because the trigger is very in the middle, isn't it? Or are you just supposed to keep going forward? Man's packing. All Shio users pack hard rocks. It could be. Yeah, even Noelle. She packs a hard one there too. Alright. So what am I doing wrong here? Am I supposed to go this way? Oh, I guess I'm supposed to go that way. Though I saw that trap spawn too. Or not, I guess. Yeah, but I saw it spawn. Really? Alright. I'm sure the fanart has made that happen, of course. Wouldn't be any other way. Oil rock. Well, at least this checkpoint doesn't seem that hard. At least I'm missing something. You know, the funny thing is that Noelle is a character that most people use when they are new. I never use Noelle in my life, basically. I mean, yeah, I guess one time I equipped her just to see what she had. But like, when I was new, I never used Noelle. And well, now I also don't use her. But yeah, one of those characters that she's still level 20. Never bothered to use Noelle. Who did you use when I was new? Well, for starters, I use the starter team. Which is, you know, the Traveler, Amber, Kaeya, and Lisa. Then, when I pull in the beginner banner, which I took a while to do that, but when I did that, I got Mona and Chi-Chi. Yes, that's my first 5-star, and I got both of them in the Novice banner. Got both Mona and Chi-Chi there. So then I basically use them and Lisa, I think, and then I don't remember if Kaeya or the Traveler. But yeah, I got pretty lucky on my Novice banner. Oh shit. Well, this is an avoidance, isn't it? Is this where you got stuck, Draynot? Something tells me that this is where you got stuck. That is lucky, yeah, it is pretty lucky. At the same time, characters like Mona and Chi-Chi are not that great for new players. Oh, well, I mean, Chi-Chi is good because she's a healer. It's one of these avoidances with the aim pattern that lasts forever, isn't it? Not to mention that I'm gonna get copyrighted to hell. It's not very nice. Did you say Songli already has a ship? Yes. He does. Did you get claim for the last stream? For the last one, yes. For the last one I got claim, I think. I don't know if it was because of the Idol medley or if it was earlier in that Idol Masters part. It was one of those. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Then again, when I say getting claim, it's more that I'm just, you know, it's something that comes to my mind, but it's not something that I truly care about. Not that important. I mean, as long as they don't restrict the video, it's alright. I flinch when I walk into this room on my first playthrough. Wait, what you mean flinch? In what type of flinch? Unbelievable? I mean, it's not really unbelievable when you see the character and you see why. Please don't tell me it's Tao. Well, I might have bad news for you. I might have bad news. Why is that a problem? Why, you don't like Hu Tao? Is that your problem? I mean, I also didn't like Hu Tao. I mean, I cannot say she's my favorite now or anything. But I mean, you know, I don't know, ever since I saw her as autistic instead of just a regular malicious person, I am like, hey, this character is not that bad. Because it makes sense if that's the case that she behaves that way. You flinched physically? Damn. Is true opposites attract? I don't think it's about attraction though, it's more about circumstances. I mean, you have seen that Song Li works at a funeral parlor, right? Well, Hu Tao is the director of that funeral parlor. That's why they are shipped together, basically. And I say this because it's not a spoiler. Hu Tao is not an important character in the story. In fact, I don't think you're even gonna see her in the main story. Hu Tao only appears in like a side story. Like her own story, I guess. Like, a lot of 5-star characters have their own story. And I think she only appears there. I don't remember her appearing in the main story at all. Do they even speak? Yeah. No, they do have interactions, yeah. And they do have chemistry, yes. But it's more about the circumstances rather than that, I guess. But it's a bit of both, maybe. Been for like an entire... I'm currently programming this fight myself, been for like the entire stream. Oh, I see. I'm assuming this is a very long avoidance. That probably is the full length of this song, isn't it? Something tells me that's the case. But yeah. On Hu Tao's topic, Blue, yes. They definitely have the chemistry. Hu Tao was in love with the Traveler. Everyone is in love with the Traveler. That's not a good... That's not a good measurement. Everyone wants to suck the Traveler's dick. Including the guys. So yeah, you shouldn't use that as a metric. Absolutely everyone wants to suck the Traveler off, so don't worry about that. I don't think there is a single exception, really. I mean, sure, some are more thirsty than others, but I think that every single character in the game wants a piece of the Traveler. So yeah, don't use that as a metric. Why is she so pixelated? Well, it's pretty much what I was saying earlier. No effort, basically. Even Kaeya. Yeah, I guess to a lesser extent. But yeah, even Kaeya. Again, it's all a matter of thirstiness. But for what I remember, there is not a single playable character in that game that doesn't want to suck the Traveler off. It just changes in the degrees, which is the reason why I told you that the Traveler belongs to a specific character. Because there is one character that is especially thirsty with the Traveler. Like more than everyone else. But yeah, I'm not spoiling who. You're supposed to stay in the middle there? It's still more effort than AAA Studios? I don't know. Just promise me it isn't the sister. No, of course it's not the sister, dude. Come on. If that was the case, she will be with him. No, it's not the sister. No, I mean, if it was the sister, she will be in your party, very clearly. So no, it's not the sister, no. Yeah, she was, okay. Let's just say it's not the sister, alright? Yeah, let's just say for now that the sister is definitely not the one. Because I don't want to spoil you. But yeah, it's not the one, don't worry about it. No. It is not. They are playable, yeah. No, all that I'm saying, like, every character that I refer to is playable. Because NPCs usually don't want to suck the protagonist off. But playable characters, almost all of them. It's 5 stars. I mean, she's so thirsty that one of the dialogues that she has on the teapot is, "Can I please hold your hand?" Like, who even asks that? I think that's the dialogue. "Can I please hold your hand for a moment?" or something like that. Like, alright. That's a very natural request to do. That's adorable, yeah. It is. But yeah, that character is for sure the one that is, as I like to say, built for BTC. And by BTC I don't mean Bitcoin. I mean Big Tabibito, and I guess you can guess the third one. But yeah. Built for Bitcoin, yeah. His character was built for Bitcoin, indeed. But no. Not Bitcoin. But yeah. We're glad they are not. Yeah. Imagine having to pay bitcoins to get a character. No, that wouldn't have been a good thing. Holding hands doesn't mean fuck. I mean, it's just the beginning. Of course it doesn't mean that. But you know, you can tell very clearly that she's not like, you know, just like, she doesn't want to be friend-zoned, you know. And you can tell not just for that dialogue, you can tell for almost every interaction they have, you know. Will you stop playing if that happened? If what happened? If you needed Bitcoin? I mean, as long as I can keep playing with what I have, I don't really care. And like, if they make me pay Bitcoin just to play the game, well, yeah, I wouldn't. But if I get to keep my account the same way it is right now and I can just keep playing the content, I wouldn't care. You know? It will be interesting to run into it. Bitcoin instead of Monero. Monero has a funny name, I gotta say. She actually sounds precious. I need to know who. But you should know who. I mean, I'm pretty sure you already encountered her. Don't say her name, because it will be a spoiler to Blue. But you know. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. You know. Like, well, I mean, you don't have to know that dialogue. Whisper it to me. Alright. The problem is that I can see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna tell you the name and you're gonna tell me, wait, it's not that big of a deal. You are delusional. I can already see that he's gonna say that. Alright, I'm whispering to Twitch, by the way. That character. Hey Colo, how is it going? I've been waiting for you, you think so? Maybe. Thanks, I hate it. Why? Well, I guess don't say why, because it will probably be a spoiler too, but what's wrong with it? You don't like the character? What's wrong with it? It's not that big of a deal. Kappa. Indeed, Kappa. I mean, see, that's the thing. If it wasn't that character, which other character would it be? I mean, what other... Well, I could think of... No, I don't think I can think of many, really. No, I can think of one, and the funny thing is that character is not a girl. But I would... Now that would be stretching it. I don't think there is a character like that one in the game. Like, I don't think that a character like that constantly shows it. You know? But yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I will have to look a list of characters. But yeah. Well, I guess I could mention the ones on Monstant, since those are the ones that Blue knows. But of the ones on Monster, I don't think there is a single one that reaches that level. See, for example, Amber is just the friendly girl that is friendly to everyone, including obviously the Traveler, right? Well, okay, you have Lisa, but Lisa is more than she's an absolute degenerate. It's not that there's anything special about the character. Lisa is just a degenerate by nature, so I don't think that will count. Then you have characters like Sucrose. Sucrose doesn't give a shit about you, basically. Mona doesn't give that much of a shit about you either. Fischl doesn't give a shit either. Who else? Well, Barbara, I guess, but not to the level of the character that I mentioned to you. You go on a pseudo date with Amber, and you go on a real date with Lisa. Well, yeah, actually, I remember that happening. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that happening. I almost forgot that was the case, but yeah, you pretty much go on a date with Lisa. Then that was so degenerate. I remember it, yeah. Now that you mention it, I remember it. Yeah, but Lisa doesn't count. Lisa is basically, you know. Lisa will do that to anyone that looks young. I mean, I don't want to throw accusations, but Lisa is definitely a Discord moderator. Without a doubt, you know? So yeah, I wouldn't call that anything. Run! Fuck. And then you have to go to the left. Ass. Alright. Yeah, what other character from Mondstadt is there? Damn, did Paimon say take the hint? Damn, unbelievable. So Paimon is a partner in crime. Unbelievable. Yeah, I almost forgot that happened, dude. That's fucked up. Well, in fact, I remember there is a lot of people on Twitter complaining that Lisa's character is inappropriate. But like, your character is probably 100 years old anyways. Doesn't look 100 years old though. That's the difference. Fuck. But yeah, that's pretty much the case. I don't know why the beginning of this avoidance has like 3 seconds of you standing still without being able to move. I know that you're waiting for the song to start, but you know that you could have just trimmed the dead time, right? Like you didn't need to incorporate it in the game. So, judging by your previous record, I'm not really surprised, you know. What are these things supposed to be, by the way? Are they rocks with like the cheapest effect possible? I forget that I'm supposed to go all the way to the left to Dolstad and then go to the middle. Onigiri? What about the onigiri? What am I missing? What of onigiris? Yes, they are pretty cool, but what about them? Are you eating an onigiri? I never eat an onigiri, by the way. I only eat sushi. Like the only Japanese food I ate was sushi. I never ate any onigiri ever. I mean, I know that they are just lumps of rice, you know, in like covered in seaweed. So it's like whatever. But ah, come on, you failed that jump for real. That's what they are supposed to be? Oh, you mean those projectiles? Are they supposed to be onigiri? And why are they onigiri? Why am I being shot by onigiris? I never eaten a meat onigiri, only a sweet one with sham. Oh, wait a second, now that you mention onigiri, I'm just realizing that the icon of the game in Windows is an onigiri. So are you telling me that all this time, like this is the most important part of the game? Yeah, you are right that they are onigiris. I didn't realize at first. But yeah, that's the same icon as the Windows icon for this game, surprisingly. I guess the game wants to tell me that this is the most important part of the game. You're getting attacked by the game icon? Yeah, I am. That's interesting. I thought, like, the first time I saw that icon, I thought it was like a ghost or something. But no, it is an onigiri. What do you think it was? Well, the projectile, I thought it was just a rock. The icon, I thought it was, as I said, a little ghost or something. I mean, I didn't really pay that much attention because usually these games have icons that have nothing to do with the game. I mean, some of them just have the generic icon that is a red ball and that's it. They had no asset to use as an icon. Yeah, that's another possibility. Some people might say onigiri tastes like rocks. I mean, it's all about taste. I don't know. I mean, onigiri is just rice. It tastes like rice. I haven't ever eaten one, but it's rice. I mean, obviously, yeah, the rice part. The one that has the seaweed, well, that's a different story. Well, I think it's seaweed. Wow, really? Are you gonna do that? I love putting rice together with everything. I mean, it's a very good ingredient for the sole reason that you know, that it's a very neutral ingredient. Like, it doesn't, I mean, sure, rice tastes like rice. It's not that it doesn't have a taste, but it's still a taste that it's barely non-existent, right? Like, it's a very neutral one. It's like water. Water also has a taste. It's just that the taste is so neutral that you can put water into anything and you barely modify the flavor. You know, the taste, right? Rice, like most flour-based foods, are good for holding other foods together. Yeah. Yeah, neutral is the perfect way to describe it. And that looks so hard to dodge. Because I mean, if I jump to the top platform, I will still get hit, you know. It looks a little bit hard. Well, on the right side, if Draynot manages to beat this avoidance, on the next stream he will be able to tell me all of the strategies, which is great. If he doesn't, well, that's fine. We will need to do some discovery. But yeah. Like the fact that she's shooting from the gap between her thumb and the index finger. I feel like I'm close to the end. You most likely are. I really hope that this avoidance is not that long. Because if it's long, we will have a problem. We'll have a little bit of a problem. guess I can go up here, but... Yeah, the problem is... Oh, and then they do that. So if I'm gonna do that, I will have to do it... Like, I will have to walk to the right. Here. Like, when I get aimed by those things, I will have to walk to the right. This is like the hardest part so far. It looks quite challenging. You hear about the scientists who modify rice to include more vitamins that countries that eat primarily rice were lacking. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. It seems that lately the genetic medicine is having a lot of advancements. I mean, I think that there were some people saying that it's already possible to modify, I don't know if it's a sperm or a fetus, that it's possible to genetically modify it to have specific features. Like, for example, let's say blue eyes, or a specific skin color or whatever. I don't know if I will call them superhuman, but yeah, I guess you could say that. It may rice produce vitamin A or something, and the people were deficient in it. Yeah, but as I say, the genetic medicine is going places. Make my son into an pro FPS player. I don't think that if I had the choice to genetically modify my son, I will do that. Well, first of all, I most likely wouldn't genetically modify him. But if I somehow was forced to, I wouldn't choose him being a pro at FPS, that's for sure. So I don't know what I would think of. I mean, having light eyes is something that is pretty nice. I mean, at least to me, in my experience, it feels like people that have like either green or blue eyes, like have a... Like, that color that they have in the eyes give them a frame that just looks very good, you know? It's like something, like it's a natural enhancer of beauty, you know? But most people have brown eyes, including myself, obviously. But I feel that... What you mean, reporter? Come on! I cannot even say my beauty preferences. Come on, bro. Not like I say that anyone that doesn't have light eyes is, you know, below the line or anything. I mean, I have brown eyes for starters, you know. My eyes couldn't be more brown if they tried. You know. Very expensive and not completely foolproof, but it is possible now. Change the eye color, but also give them shins that could make them stronger, run faster, build muscle better. Yeah, that seems interesting. If you want blue eyes, use contact. Yeah, but I mean, using contact lenses is... I don't know. It's... doesn't seem very comfortable, you know. I mean, it's possible. If you truly care about it, sure, but... it would be better if they were natural. Yeah. This fight doesn't have an end. What do you mean it doesn't have an end? How wouldn't it have an end? How else will you progress with the game? How can it be endless? There is no such a thing, unless you're telling me I'm supposed to shoot. This bitch keeps singing. It's alright, it's gonna end eventually. The grass is always greener on the other side. Yeah, quite literally. Quite literally this time. So I guess if you make me pick between green and blue eyes, I prefer blue eyes. But yeah. I have the eyes of an anime protagonist. That's not a... I don't think that's a compliment. Because anime protagonists usually represent that. A common person you're supposed to self-insert into. I'll take red of purple eyes. Nah, I feel like light eyes are better. Like even eyes that don't exist. Like let's say, I don't know, like white eyes. White eyes don't exist, or well, rather white in the... You know what I mean. Point is that I think that light eyes should look better, even in colors that don't exist in nature. So I think that things like red eyes wouldn't look good. I mean, sure, they will look impressive the first time you see them because it's like, damn, this guy has red eyes, what the fuck, right? But outside of the initial impression, I don't feel like red eyes look that good. I think that, I mean, pink will be a better alternative, I feel. For example. Ugly bastard. Blue eyes will become more grey as you age. Also, eyes can become cloudy, just like glasses. Much more noticeable in blue eyes. Maybe. But yeah, for what I've seen so far, as I say, the light eyes, to me, again, you know, see, that's the thing. I need to clarify that this is just my preference, because otherwise Yami is gonna call his glowy friends and ban me for life, right? But no, it's a personal preference, you know. I'm not saying anything is better than anything else, but to me, blue eyes are the best color of eyes there is. Naturally, obviously. We're talking about fictional, I don't know. But yeah, blue eyes are very good. Obviously, the combination that everyone always says is like blonde hair and blue eyes. I don't care that much about the hair. I mean, sure, blonde hair and blue eyes, it's a killer combination, right? But like, I wouldn't mind someone having blue eyes and black hair. You know, like the eyes, I think, should give the face a frame that is completely different if they were another color, you know. I will do a skin color tier list. I don't think I can do that one. Even though I should be able to, I cannot. I wouldn't be allowed in a platform like this one. But yeah. At least not now. Hey, maybe in 20 years people get a grip and understand that preferences are preferences. But yeah. In current year, that's not something I should risk. I want to risk my channel just for that, you know. Really? What a piece of fuck. Yeah, that's the insult I was looking for. Heterochromia. Yeah, but heterochromia doesn't exist. You know. I don't know if people with that condition agree. I don't know. Are there people with heterochromia in real life? I don't know. I mean, well, obviously I never seen one. But like I never seen one both in real life or not in real life. I figure it doesn't. I don't think it does. I mean, because I don't think it will make sense, like from a genetic standpoint, for that to be the case. I mean, sure, you can buy a contact lens and put it in one eye. That's a different story. Alright. What the fuck? Tim, are you kidding me? At least I got that part. If you are a weeb... Wait, yes it does what? Does it exist? I don't know, I never seen it. Like, again, I never seen it both in real life or on the internet, ever. Like, I never saw a picture of a real person with that condition. I did see pictures of people with two heads, for example. I'm not sure what the name in English is for that, but whatever. Point is that I've seen anomalies like that are not supposed to happen, but they happen. But heterochromia, I never saw it, ever. One green eye, one gray eye? Maybe. I mean, it seems like it could be cool. I don't know if that affects the person or not, though. Maybe you never seen it because they are ashamed. I don't think in this day and age anyone with heterochromia will be ashamed, you know. Maybe in the past, when people will choose, you know, mistreat you just for being different, maybe. In this day and age, I'm pretty sure people will be standing on a file to suck your dick if you have heterochromia. So yeah. Impossible to know kids are evil. Well, one thing is elementary school and another thing is the adult world. I'm also talking about the adult world, you know. Like in the past, people even that were adults treat other people like shit just for being different. I mean, that's something that it's very easy to corroborate, especially in a country like the USA, you know. But yeah, that doesn't just apply to kids, unfortunately. They still do, yeah, probably, but like if you do that now, there's not gonna be 10 other people there that are gonna agree with you. You're probably gonna get punched in the face if you do it publicly, you know. Is that random? That looks random. Parents just want their kids to fit in. Yeah, I know. That seemed completely random, but I'm not sure. You miss Toho? I don't think you miss Toho. I mean, see, here's the thing. If for you this is hard to watch, Toho is even worse. Because Toho is not just tryharding, it's tryharding the same shit over and over again. I mean, you could say the same thing about this, but once I beat this, I'm on to whatever other thing the game has. Toho is beating the same game over and over again. which I mean I don't mind doing, but I'm saying as an spectator, you definitely do not miss Touhou, trust me. You don't miss Touhou at all. You think you do. And in the same way, people think they want me to play UFO. Yeah, that's the case until I actually play it. Yeah, everyone is like, damn, why are you gonna play UFO, you fucking pussy? Come on, play it already, we want to see you. Yeah, until I actually play it and they realize that it's a piece of shit of a game that makes for a piece of shit of a stream. Fake fans? No. It's not about being fake or not. It's about, you know, when people say that people don't know what they want, it is true in a lot of cases. Yeah, no, it won't be Iku-san either. But no, like, a lot of streams sound beautiful in paper until I actually do them. See, like, for example, I am like, hey, I'm gonna play Melty Blood, right? And your Blue is gonna be like, oh shit, Gabi's gonna play Melty Blood Pog-chan, right? Yes, that is until you actually see me play Melty Blood, having the same matchup against the same fucking guy because the online is dead, struggling against it, getting pissed, or the opposite, completely steamrolling the guy 30 matches in a row. Unlikely, but the point is that, yeah, when you see that, that's not very fun, you know. You being stuck here with me makes things less worse for me, at least. Oh, you mean in this game? Yeah, I agree. No, it's as I said earlier. If you weren't playing this game right now, I don't know if I will have the motivation to even finish it. But since we're both in this together, I have to do it. I'm not gonna be the one to give up. Well, not first. If you do, I don't know. But if you don't give up, I definitely won't give up. Like, there will have to be something especially fucked up for me to give up on this. And I really doubt that's the case. Damn it. Savior of fighting games? I know, right? Melty Blood is gonna save fighting games. It's gonna save fighting games from not having the FBI notice them. Mario's story is interesting, yeah. Very interesting. If you quit, so will I. No, I won't. Like, I won't quit if you don't quit. And even if you quit, I will still, like, probably keep going. Just because of the amount of time I wasted on this, you know. Like, at this time, giving up will be very sad. But I think regardless of what, I don't think I should give up. I don't think Yami wants to play this game, no. I think no. You won't convince Yami of playing this game. Especially after seeing something like this, you know. Frame 1 shield fun for all casuals? Yeah, of course. Co-op can make bad games bearable? So what do you mean with co-op? You mean with co-op like playing at the same time? Because that's the same as playing it alone, with the difference that you know that someone is suffering alongside you. But I don't think Yami is the type of person that finds consolation in that online shit. But is that something that you can do here? Well, maybe there is a tool that... Oh, you can hook fan games to play with others. Oh, I see. I guess it's because it's made on Game Maker, so you can just do that. At least I'm consistently getting that pattern, which is pretty good. If only I could get the rest, that would be even better. So it's gonna be hard if I do shit like that. I don't know if that attack is aim, but it kinda looks like it is aim. It's Ghost Co-op. I don't know. Crimson Needle Co-op. I'm sure you're gonna get a lot of people to play Crimson Needle. I'm sure that's definitely the case. Co-op is hella fun and makes everything bearable. Right, but how does it work? Is it really Ghost Co-op? Because for example, Ghost Co-op for this wouldn't really work. Because it's an avoidance, everyone will have their own synchronization and shit, wouldn't it? And wouldn't co-op only work for... Wouldn't it only work for Needle? Or am I missing something? And a friend actually did Vandal and we competed to see how many save each of us got. I don't know what Vandal is, but sounds like a hard game. If one player reaches the save, it saves for both. Oh, so if for example I die in this avoidance, it will only restart if you also die. I see, okay. Yeah, well, okay, that makes more sense. And yeah, that obviously makes games more bearable, especially if you have someone better than you on your team, you know. And how many players can you co-op with? I'm assuming that it's only 2. Oh, you can do a lot? I see. Interesting. Now what I'm assuming is gonna be the real problem is that a program like that will probably need port forwarding to work or something like that, right? I don't assume it's one of those programs with a very fancy UI. Vandal is a pretty rough needle game, I see. Wow, my finger just didn't want to jump. It's on a server? Right, but who is the server? Like, is the server like, you know, a big server that hosts every single game and it's 24/7? Or is one of the players the server? Because if one of the players is the server and the program doesn't do anything additional, you will need to do port forwarding. Suspect that this exists since I Wanna Be the Guy fan games are so popular. Yeah, I guess you could say that. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea, I guess, to play fan games that I will never play on my own, to play them co-op. But I don't know. See, the problem is that... I mean... I don't know. The way I stream, I just like streaming myself. You know, a new world open for you. I mean, yeah, but as I said, I don't think I will do it. I don't know, I just don't like streaming co-op stuff. It's just the way it is. Like, I just want to play by myself. I don't know exactly why, but... Well, aside from the fact that you need to, you know, synchronize. You have to agree with the time and all of that shit with the other person, right? And if the other person is not there, you're fucked. Not to mention that in this specific case, the real challenge of I Wanna Be the Guy fan games is to play them on on your own. So it will only apply to fan games that I will never ever play ever. But yeah, Crimson Needle is a good example, but I don't know if I wouldn't play the first one. I know that I wouldn't play the second and third one. I don't know how the first one is. I don't remember. I don't know if it's a situation similar to Camellia or whatever. Yeah, I know that I wanna be the co-op. Yeah, I saw Draynor play that game on stream once. I think he was playing with mostly Teist. Probably, I think. I remember that stream. Was some time ago. Back when Draynor actually streamed fan games in his main account. Yeah, those are aims. It was right. Really. Actually, a really good game, yeah. Co-op was amazing. I wanna do more fun games, just preparing for the Super Bowl in a few days. Is the Super Bowl the way they call a speedrunning event for Marvel It Up? Or is it something different? That's a cool name because it sounds like Super Bowl. That's a good one. Yes, I see. Alright, I'm gonna do 3 more tries and then I'm gonna finish for today. This one included, by the way. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. It is something that differently from Needle. I feel like Needle motivates me to play more than Avoidance, you know. Like knowing that tomorrow when I start the stream I have to play this shit, it's gonna be hard. I feel like Needle gives you a lot more motivation because you know that you're gonna clear it faster, you know. Oof. Come on. Fuck off, not even a warning, just spawning that shit from the bottom. Man, go fuck yourself, dude. Like, I'm definitely gonna play Resistance 2 because of Yami and Draynor. But if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't play that game just out of spite for this fucking asshole. Just out of spite I wouldn't play it, even if it's a better game. Gotta learn to commentate without saying fuck or dick. That's quite a struggle. I wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, I will be able to do it in Spanish, but in English it's a little bit harder to not incorporate those. Because, you know, in your native language, you basically by default avoid words because you have been learning from since you were little that you're not supposed to say them, right? And obviously, since when you speak to people in real life, you use your native language, you have an instinct to avoid those words. But when you're speaking a secondary language, that's not the case. You don't have that natural barrier. So a lot of times you can just curse and you wouldn't realize. Swearing Russian? Suka. was. It's okay. Alright. That's gonna be it for me for today. This is gonna be a pain in the ass, and I really hope I can beat it on the next stream, because if I cannot beat this shitty ass avoidance on the next stream, we are gonna have a problem. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I've been practicing while playing Marvel It Up, and I actually got 0 streams with no swears. Damn. It's alright, I'm sure you will be able to do it. But anyways, thanks everyone a lot for watching. I'll be seeing you on the next stream with more of this game, and hopefully this piece of shit avoidance will be beaten by then. So have a good one everyone, and take care.